everybody, welcome to Lowe's Motor Speedway here tonight for the running of race number 11 of the Snickers Cup Series here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. We are in the second half of the season, which means that drivers are now starting to make their moves, thinking towards the chase. That drivers pretty much that are in the top 25, and it's mathematically possible for drivers that are like in the top 30 to possibly make it in as well, but they'd have to probably come in with maybe 4 wins in the next 5 races, which is very unlikely. Anyway, before we get this race underway, I just have a few top stories I'd like people to know about that are associated here with the NNSCRA. The one announcement that I have is according to the schedule of last season, I had race number 12 coming from Chicagoland and race number 13 coming from Michigan, and then Daytona would be race number 14. But I kind of noticed that both Chicago and Michigan are somewhat similar, and I'd rather not have those two kind of races one after the other. So what's going to happen is Daytona's going to move from race 14 up to race 13, and Michigan's going to move back to race 14. So that means there's a different type of track in between both Chicagoland and Michigan, but they're still both going to be in the schedule, so instead of it being Chicagoland, Michigan, Daytona, it's going to be Chicagoland, Daytona, Michigan. And that's how that's going to be. And then, of course, we have the chase field set up when we finish race number 15 that weekend coming at New Hampshire. Alright, so it's time to show you the starting lineup for tonight's race. T.O. Bain going to start on the pole. T.O. Bain's actually been putting together a pretty good string of finishes, been able to get himself into the top 35 in owner points, and if he returns next season, he would be able to make the Daytona 500 due to being in the top 35, but this season's not over yet. We still got this race plus 9 more to go before the season's over. He'll start off alongside rookie Ralph Green. Noel Stiller going to line up alongside of rookie Ziggy Bain, and that's going to be Adam Chambers beside of Vincent Marsh. Kenny McCurry coming in the points leader, hoping to leave that same way as he'll roll off alongside of John Dillon. And then you've got Alex Lozano alongside of Arnold Columbia. Columbia is going to be in the chase after winning, or actually finishing second, getting second prize in the NR 2003 contest. He and Jack Richards are the only two that we know of that are going to be in the Snickers Cup Series All-Star race. However, now we are getting reports that we also have Jack Nathan, Ray Wilson, Jacob Cook, and also someone else is making it, and I can't remember who it was. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Evan Nugent going to line up alongside of Christian James, Patrick Murphy beside of Matthew Rodriguez, Timmy Pacioli going to line up alongside of Jake Berg, and it's our defending champion Dougie Shears beside of Daniel Schwab. Jack Nathan going to line up alongside of John Worry, then it's John Brace beside of Jared Crocious. James McLeod going to line up alongside of Jake Rogers with Anthony McCurry beside of James Bald, Devin Wilson beside Shane Green, Nick Eggleston going to line up alongside of Ryan Acosta. Sean Galligan going to be alongside of Felix Harris. Angel D'Souza will line up alongside of Michael Harvey. Then it's Justin Johnson making his first career start here today. We're going to be seeing quite a few drivers making their first career starts in all 3 series in the upcoming races. This is the second half of the season. Drivers trying to show, hey, I'm able to race in this kind of series, and maybe they'll get full-time rides for next year. He'll line up alongside of Diego Brace. Then it's Robert Band beside Trent Whitney. Stephen Dillon going to line up alongside Harold Columbia. And the final row will consist of Jonathan Morris and Jacob Rodriguez. So these drivers, there's going to be 10 of them that are going to get in being in the top 10 in standings. The other 2 are going to get in based on wins. And right now, the only driver that has at least 2 wins this season is Alex Lozano. And so he would probably get in unless somebody that's already won a race this season, such as maybe Adam Chambers or anybody like that that's won a race this season. If they came up with 2 wins or maybe 3, then Lozano may be in jeopardy. But right now, Lozano's sitting pretty with 2 wins in the Snickers Cup Series this season, and so he may be able to get in to the chase this season on that alone. A lot of Chevy starting up front here. You got T.O. Bain, Noel Stiller, Ziggy Bain, Adam Chambers, Kenny McCurry, Alex Lozano, and Arnold Columbia. That's a lot of Chevys here starting this race. But the green flag is going to fly here for 40 laps of racing at Lowe's. Green flag is indeed out. Kenny McCurry coming in as the points leader. Remember, he took the win in the Truck Series race here 2 nights ago. And the winner last night in the Mobile One Cup Series was Brandon Gonzalez. He is not in this field here today. Ooh, Ziggy Bang running up the track. Oh, there goes Christian James around sideways. Patrick Murphy's in the wall. John Dillon has also gotten turned around back there. And the caution's going to come out already here on lap number 1. T.O. Bang going to try and lead him back to the caution flag. Will do so. Looks like Adam Chambers just nicked Noel Stiller for second there. And we'll take a look and see who was involved here. Oh, Shane Green, James Bald, Robert Bann. Oh, there's Jacob Rodriguez into the fence there. Looks like that was Jake Berg there, yeah. 66 of Harold Columbia was going through the grass. We saw Christian James sideways. That's the 17. There's his teammate Jack Nathan. John Dillon we saw sideways as well. Sean Galligan may have gotten some of it, along with Timmy Pacioli and Dougie Shears. Oh, both Red Bull cars involved. Jared Crocious, Devin Wilson's now on pit road, and oh boy. Quite a few race cars involved in this wreck that occurred back just about exiting turn 2 on the backstretch. So let's see why we're under the caution for the first time tonight. Okay, that's where it starts right there. Jake Berg gets into Matthew Rodriguez in the 43. Down to Timmy Pacioli they go. Patrick Murphy's going to come up. He's going to get contact with Christian James there, who kind of goes into a bit of a slide there. He did a pretty good job of saving that, but then comes back down, gets into Patrick Murphy. And then you're going to see Murphy, there's nothing he can do. He's going to come up and he's going to get into John Dillon. And I think, ooh, boy, I think that was Matthew Rodriguez back there that got quite a bit of contact there in that Best Buy Ford. Yes, it was indeed. And then this wreck actually started back there at the front of this field, but it ends further up there as Timmy Pacioli gets into John Dillon. And I think there was a wreck. Was it Timmy Pacioli coming back up the racetrack here or something? No, here we go. Let's watch Jack Nathan, Jared Crocious and company. Yeah, there we go. Jack Nathan's going to get turned around by Jared Crocious right there. Comes back up the racetrack and, oh, just makes the teeniest little bit of contact with the 43 of Matthew Rodriguez. And I think maybe that's enough to send the 16 into a spin. No! Jake Berg got into Jared Crocious, sent him right up into his teammate Dougie Shears. And then you see the contact between Jack Nathan and Matthew Rodriguez right there, sending the 16 there. And look at Dougie Shears flipping. Oh, John Worry just got a piece right there, and John Worry comes in second in the standings. But I'm curious to find out what happened back here that involved James Bald and Devin Wilson, Robert Bann, Shane Green, John Dillon, and others. Let's go back and see if we can find out what happened to them. Alright, now if you can see through the smoke, you'll see that bright green car of Sean Galligan gets clipped right there. I think there's some contact between Felix Harris and Angel D'Souza and others at that point. Now, we're going to watch the 13 of Robert Bann, who I know gets into this, but James Bald's further up ahead, and he was got a big piece of this as well, along with Shane Green. Right there. Oh, Bald got tapped. I think he ran into John Dillon. I think James Bald ran into John Dillon, and yeah, up into Robert Bann he goes. And here comes Shane Green. He's just going to T-bone the 13. Man, he nailed Robert Bann pretty doggone hard right there. Hard lick for Robert and that number 13, and trying to keep that car inside the top 35 in points. Shane Green actually came into this race 14th in the stands, and you see Devin Wilson goes up and gets a big piece of the outside retaining wall as well. So a lot of cars involved here already early at Lowe's. Alright, so we have been cleared for green flag racing now. A lot of cars retiring here. James Bald, Dougie Shears, Jared Crocious, Shane Green, Devin Wilson, and Robert Bann have all retired from today's race. Alright, let's show you the way they line up. T.O. Bain leading the way, then it's Adam Chambers, then it's Noel Stiller. Kenny McCurry, doesn't seem like this guy can run into any problems here in this series. He's been doing a phenomenal job, but you gotta wonder if that consistency is going to keep up when the chase comes around, because I've seen some drivers do really, really well during the season, and all of a sudden they hit the chase, and man, they just go flat. But Ralph Green going to line up there in 5th, Ziggy Bane in 6th, 7th, Alex Lozano, Vincent Marsh in 8th, 9th, Evan Nugent, and in 10th, Arnold Columbia. Ryan Acosta is in 11th, rather. I have received word that Noble Cars will be coming back, racing that race car very soon. Michael Harvey lines up in 12th, Jake Rogers 13th, 14th, Anthony McCurry, James McLeod in 15th. 16th is Justin Johnson. Good run right now for that 62 car. 17th is Diego Brace, Stephen Dillon 18th, Angel D'Souza 19th, and 20th is Jonathan Morris. 21st, Trent Whitney, Harold Columbia 22nd, 23rd, Nick Eggleston, 24th, John Dillon, Matthew Rodriguez is 25th, 26th is Christian James, 27th, John Worry, 28th, Patrick Murphy, 29th is Daniel Schwab, 30th is Felix Harris, and we're going to go back up to the front for this restart. Patrick Murphy running back there, I think I said he was running 28th. He comes in that critical 10th place in the standings. And the green flag is back out. T.O. Bain kind of on a bit of a rampage to try and get and stay in the top 35 for next season. And he's doing a great job right now getting the pole for tonight's race and leading the way here on our first restart of the night. Kenny McCurry, though, picking up more spots. He just slid by Noel Stiller. That was first the third position. And now he's almost under fire from the Ziggy Bain machine. Oh, Chambers gets into T.O. Bain. But Bain saves it. Oh, man. Oh, there goes Noel Stiller through the grass. Oh, and there's a wreck in the back. Lozano and Nugent were involved. I couldn't tell who else, but the caution is flying. And here comes Adam Chambers to the inside. They're going to be racing this back to the line. I'd say from about 7th position on back was what that wreck occurred, because you can only see all the way back to 6th place Ralph Green right there. I see Chambers, Bain, McCurry, Ziggy Bain, Noel Stiller, and Ralph Green at the stripe. Chambers leads under caution. Ryan Acosta's involved. Jake Berg once again. Sean Galligan, Timmy Pacioli. There's Lozano. I know he was involved. John Worry may have gotten more. Jacob Rodriguez, Jack Nathan, Evan Nugent, they're on pit road. Looking at some of these other drivers, Harris and Murphy look okay. Looks like everybody else is alright. But, boy. No damage to James McLeod. Everybody else looks good. So it looked like a big wreck, but only about maybe 6, 7, 8 cars involved. Let's see what happened. Well, it seems like 2 drivers almost got turned off the turn there. Look right there. Noel Stiller in the 42 gets turned when Adam Chambers almost turns the leader. Right there, Stiller kind of getting a little bit of help from Ralph Green and a little bit of help from his own teammate, Alex Lozano, from Earnhardt Ganassi. Now, Noel Stiller, Ralph Green, they're going to come back up the racetrack fine and dandy, but watch the one of Alex Lozano. He's going to come up right here at the bend. Not a good area to do it, and you're just going to see him slide up. He's going to catch a little bit of Ryan Acosta, up into Evan Nugent. Oh, Vincent Marsh gets some of it. He's one of those guys in the top 10 in the standings right at the moment. Arnold Columbia, what a great job by him to get through that. I think he got a little damage, but not very much. Michael Harvey. Oh, Harvey just squeaked through. I don't believe it. I do not believe Harvey got through that. But he did. Wow. That is pretty doggone impressive by Michael Harvey. But it looks like a 4-car incident here, pretty much. I don't know if anybody else was involved. Let's watch just a little bit longer. See if anybody else comes into the picture here. Oh, right there, Jack Nathan, right into the back bumper of the 47 of Evan Nugent. Oh, man. And I thought I saw Jake Berg involved in something here as well. I don't know if he's further back here or... I was pretty certain I saw some damage to the Toyota number 20. There's Timmy Pacioli coming into the picture. Sean Galligan as well. But, oh yeah, Jake Berg right there. He makes some contact with Ryan Acosta and Jack Nathan. I thought I saw Jake Berg involved. Alright, so that's why we're under the caution. But look at that. The 16 of Jack Nathan upside down. Alright, so we'll go back under green. Adam Chambers leads the way, looking maybe for win number 2 as he took the win earlier this season at Talladega Superspeedway. Drivers out as a result of this last wreck include, if I can find the right arrow key, Jake Berg, he has retired from the race, along with Evan Nugent, Jack Richards, Jacob Rodriguez. We never really found out why Jacob Rodriguez ended up going down pit road and being on pit road, but something apparently went wrong on that number 97, which is a shame. He's a go-or-go-homer who just barely made it into the field, but we'll see if we can get word on what happened to Jacob Rodriguez. Anyway, here's the way they line up. Adam Chambers, T.O. Bain, Kenny McCurry, Ziggy Bain, and Noel Stiller. Chevys all in the top 5 right now. Then you got a Dodge in the form of Ralph Green in 6th, Arnold Columbia in 7th. 8th position is James McLeod, Jake Rogers up there to 9th, and Justin Johnson in his first career start making a pretty good showing of it in that Hendrick car, number 62, in 10th position. Anthony McCurry is 11th, 12th is Jonathan Morris, Stephen Dillon in 13th, 14th is Diego Brace, 15th Trent Whitney, 16th Angel D'Souza, and 17th is Harold Columbia. 18th position, Matthew Rodriguez. 19th is Nick Eggleston, and 20th is John Brace. 21st, John Dillon. 22nd, Daniel Schwab. 23rd, Michael Harvey. 24th, Felix Harris. 25th is Patrick Murphy. The rest of the top 30 are Christian James, Sean Galligan, Timmy Pacioli, Ryan Acosta, and John Worry. And then you got Vincent Marsh 31st, and 32nd is Alex Lozano. Those are the rest of the cars on the racetrack, and the green flag is back out on lap 12 of 40. As I mentioned, 5 positions, 5 Chevys in the top 5, but Ralph Green going to break up that party. Dodge moves into position number 5 as he'll bypass Noel Stiller. And here comes Ziggy Bain and his Hendrick teammate. They're both going to go down to the inside line. T.O. Bain going to try and get alongside of Adam Chambers. Will do so. And caution, I think, is just waving again. As T.O. Bain leads the way, yes, caution's out again. This time, I think it's for Timmy Pacioli, and Vincent Marsh has sustained more damage. Ooh! Nick Eggleston spins in front of a whole bunch of traffic. And the caution waves once more. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I did. I did see a little bit of front-end damage to Justin Johnson. I think he may have been involved in something there. Maybe even James McLeod. I don't know for certain, but nonetheless, leader is T.O. Bain. Under caution, let's see what happened. Well, this was coming down to get the green flag. Timmy Pacioli was just ahead of Ryan Acosta, John Worry, Vincent Marsh. Apparently his car wasn't quite up to speed with the rest of these cars. And right here you're going to see Ryan Acosta get into that right rear quarter panel of the Discount Tire Dodge. Send him around, and right there you see Vincent Marsh does indeed get a little piece of that. Now we'll try and see if we can figure out what happens as we are still watching this wreck ensue here. I believe Timmy Pacioli has retired from the race as well, but I believe I saw some damage to the 62 of Justin Johnson. Let's see if we can find out why. Here he is 3 wide with Anthony McCurry in the middle, and Jonathan Morris down low, Stephen Dillon underneath there as well. Kind of tight through this area, but not seeing anything yet. Does he just get a piece of the wall maybe? I don't know. He is up on that high part. Let's watch them coming down the backstretch here. See if we can find out what happened, because he's the only driver I saw with some front-end damage. I thought maybe I saw Angel D'Souza with a little bit of front-end damage too, but I think that was from an earlier incident. Okay, so now you got Justin Johnson getting bypassed by a lot of cars. I think Stephen Dillon maybe gets into Jonathan Morris right there. Yes, he does indeed. That's exactly what happens. And it sends the 80 up into the 62. There you go. That's what happened. Look at Anthony McCurry hold on to his race car. Man, that was a good save. But Stephen Dillon and Justin Johnson both go up and get a piece of the outside retaining wall, and that's how the two of them sustain some damage. Alright, so we do know that they both did indeed get involved in something here. Alright, so we're working another caution, getting ready for another restart. Timmy Pacioli, we told you, has retired from this race, and he's the only one. Everybody else has been able to continue on after that last wreck. T.O. Bain leads. Adam Chambers is second. Ziggy Bain is in third. Kenny McCurry in fourth. And Ralph Green is in fifth. Sixth is Noel Stiller. Go or go homer. Jake Rogers running nicely in seventh. Eighth is Arnold Columbia. Ninth position is James McLeod, and Diego Brace runs in 10th. 11th is Trent Whitney. In 12th is Jonathan Morris. Anthony McCurry in 13th. 14th is Angel D'Souza. 15th is Harold Columbia. 16th is Sean Galligan. 17th, Matthew Rodriguez. John Worry 18th. 19th, Patrick Murphy. And Christian James is up to 20th. Michael Harvey is in 21st. Felix Harris 22nd. 23rd, John Brace. 24th is Alex Lozano. 25th, Daniel Schwab. 26th, Nick Eggleston. 27th, Vincent Marsh. Stephen Dillon at 28th. 29th is Justin Johnson. And 30th is Ryan Acosta. So we're about to go back under green. T.O. Bain, who started on the pole, leads him down. And the green flag is back out. How would it be for T.O. Bain, being a driver who's just gotten into the top 35 in owner points, to be able to go to victory lane here? And kind of ironic, if he did, that the 48 goes to victory lane at Lowe's. Because really, when you think about it, in the Sprint Cup Series, whenever you come to Lowe's Motor Speedway, Jimmy Johnson is always the favorite. But he may not be able to lead this race coming back to the stripe as Adam Chambers gets beneath. He'll get the run down low, and he will go to the point. Be nice if we could have a little bit of a green flag run here. And the green lights are still on, so that's a good sign. Here comes Ziggy Bain down to the inside line. Hendrick very good at this racetrack, obviously. Anthony McCurry running very well right now in the 88, and unfortunately Jack Richards did not make this race. Oh, these guys are getting tight. Ralph Green, T.O. Bain, look out. Oh, T.O. Bain gets into Ralph Green. Ralph Green brings it back up, and I think Ziggy Bain led that lap. Oh, man, things are mighty tight here. Diego Brace has suddenly shown himself up here. Oh, caution's out. Caution's out again. As Ziggy Bain leads. This time we're under the caution flag for Alex Lozano once again. Oh, Stephen Dillon, the whole front of his car is missing. James McLeod involved as well. And the caution waves once more. Let's see what has happened. Well, James McLeod was putting together a possible top 10 run here today in that Aaron's Toyota. He was running in the 12th position at the time of this incident. Let's see what happens. Jonathan Morris kind of crowds the 00 right there. Don't know if that's what causes the problem, though. Does the 60 kind of slid right up into the 00 and sends him up into Arnold Columbia as well. Both those drivers taking rather hard licks into the wall. But I think the trouble is not over for the 00 of James McLeod. You see the black smoke pouring out. He took a hard lick, and that just killed the motor inside his Aaron's Dream machine. But, unfortunately, that's not it for him. You see John Brace, he'll make it by on the inside. Vincent Marsh, Justin Johnson, Nick Eggleston, they get by. Ryan Acosta gets by. And then I think the next car that comes in here, Stephen Dillon, just not so looking. Look at the whole front of that car come ripped off. Did you see the whole front of that car just get ripped off? Oh, and then he gets T-boned by Alex Lozano. And if his car comes around, look at the front of it. Look at that. No front whatsoever. Absolutely none. Hard impact for James McLeod, Stephen Dillon, and Alex Lozano, all taking hard licks here at Lowe's. And so we're about to go back under green once again. Drivers out as a result of this wreck. Obviously not really much of a surprise. Out of this race are the cars of Alex Lozano, also James McLeod, Stephen Dillon. Also, we're getting a report that John Dillon has retired from this race as well in the 32. And not certain why he has retired. We'll try and get an update on the U.S. Chrome number 32 Ford Fusion. Alright, we'll see if we can go through the top 20 here as I've been talking, and we're getting close to half a lap before we go back under green. Ziggy Bain leads, Ralph Green is second, T.O. Bain in third, Adam Chambers fourth, Noel Stiller in fifth, Kenny McCurry sixth, Jake Rogers in seventh, Diego Brace in eighth, Anthony McCurry in ninth, and Trent Whitney is up to 10th. Jonathan Morris is 11th, Harold Columbia in 12th, Angel D'Souza 13th, Matthew Rodriguez is 14th, Patrick Murphy 15th, Michael Harvey 16th, Sean Galligan is up to 17th, 18th Felix Harrison, 19th is John Worry, and 20th is Christian James. I can go further through. Daniel Schwab is in 21st, 22nd is John Brace, Vincent Marsh 23rd, 24th is Nick Eggleston, 25th is Justin Johnson, Ryan Acosta is in 26th, and Arnold Columbia is in 27th. Hey, I got that right in the nick of time, as Ziggy Bain will put us back under green on lap 23 of 40. Ralph Green going to get a bit of a run there. Thought about going to the inside, did not do it there. Now he will. And Ralph Green may be thinking about his first career win here, as he's going to go to the point. Noel Stiller, he's a player right now in the top 10 in the standings in that 42, and he's thinking about the lead right here. Kenny McCurry trying to come up to the front along with him. You know, Kenny McCurry, he's doing a grill. No! No. I did not just see that. No, you didn't see Ziggy Bain, T.O. Bain, Adam Chambers, guys who've been running up at the front all day long. You did not just see them go into the wall. I assure you. Oh, ay caramba. Well, Justin Johnson, his first career starts wrecked. John Brace wrecked. Felix Harris done. Vincent Marsh smoking. Columbia, Schwab, Worry. There's T.O. Bain. Boy, he doesn't look like he's got much damage, though. Where's the other car that went up on the wall with him? Adam Chambers. There he is. He's on pit road. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's at least 2 Richard Childress cars there. 2 Hendrick cars. No, 3 Richard Childress cars. 3 Hendrick cars. There's one of the Richard Petty Motorsports machines involved. And yes, you guessed it. Aren't you smart? We're under the caution once again, and we'll see what's going to happen, or why we're under the caution this time. This time it took a lot of front-running players. And get this, points leader Kenny McCurry, he's now running in second behind leader Ralph Green. Well, now we're going to play Who Caused the Wreck. Let's see if we can pick out who just exactly was responsible for costing several drivers their chance at winning this race, and I'm thinking it was Kenny McCurry. It was indeed. He moved Noel Stiller up the racetrack right there, and it sent Chambers up into Ziggy Bain. T.O. Bain makes a tiny little bit of contact right there, but it's pretty much just with the door, although he does slap the wall pretty hard, so maybe he does indeed have a little bit more damage than we expected, although he has not gone down pit road. It's as if he doesn't have any problems. But I think Felix Harris had a problem further up. We'll follow that in just a moment. But Chambers, I'll tell you what, some drivers have taken some mighty nasty hits here. And oh, John Brace gets right into Chambers. That's his own teammate. And Justin Johnson nails the Adam Chambers machine right there as well. Hard licks for that rookie right there as well. His first career start, not the way he wanted to end that up. And Chambers comes to rest there alongside of Justin Johnson. John Brace further back. Let's see if we find out what happened to Felix Harris and Daniel Schwab and others. Okay, I think I got it, but you're going to have to look in several different directions. Ziggy Bain has already hit the wall at this point. He's off the pace. Makes a little bit of contact there with Harold Columbia, but everybody's slowing down trying to miss this slower car of Ziggy Bain. Right here you're going to see Patrick Murphy. He goes into a slide after getting turned by Matthew Rodriguez. John Worry gets shoved up the racetrack on the right side of your screen, hits the outside retaining wall. Felix Harris nails into the back of Ziggy Bain right there. Daniel Schwab's going to get into the back of Felix Harris, and that's going to send both of them up into the outside retaining wall. Look at these drivers coming into your screen here. Nick Eggleston, Ryan Acosta, and Vincent Marsh. Marsh is going to nail into the back bumper of the Best Pie Ford right there. They're both going to get a little bit airborne. Arnold Columbia into the back of Vincent Marsh. And that's pretty much how this whole wreck ensues, and that's why those drivers were involved. And that was a wreck that occurred on the front straightaway coming down to the caution flag. Did you get all that? I hope so, because I'm not going over it again. And we're about to go back under green. A lot of drivers retiring after this wreck, including Daniel Schwab, Arnold Columbia, Vincent Marsh, Felix Harris, Adam Chambers, John Brace, Ziggy Bain, and Justin Johnson. As a matter of fact, Ziggy Bain, we saw him in the grass area there when that wreck occurred on the front straightaway. He didn't even bother to go around a lap. He just went through the grass area, went down pit road, and then made the hard left-hand turn to the garage area. All right, we'll try and give you the top 10 here. Or no, we'll be able to. We're coming on the back stretch. I thought we were coming on the front stretch. Okay, here we go. Ralph Green, Kenny McCurry, Noel Stiller, Jake Rogers, Diego Brace. Rogers and Diego Brace, they're 2 go-or-go homers. This is good runs for them in 4th and 5th so far. Anthony McCurry is 6th, Trent Whitney 7th, Sean Galligan 8th, T.O. Bain in 9th, in 10th is Harold Columbia, 11th is Jonathan Morris, Michael Harvey 12th, Patrick Murphy in 13th, 14th Nick Eggleston, 15th is Angel D'Souza, 16th is Christian James, 17th is Ryan Acosta, John Worry is 18th, and 19th is Matthew Rodriguez. You know, right now, the drivers that I'm seeing here that are going to capitalize big time in the points after this race are this guy in 18th, John Worry, also the driver up there in the 88, who I believe is 6th right now. That's indeed true. Anthony McCurry, he may move into 2nd in the standings here, and right there, Kenny McCurry, who comes in our current points leader. And he hasn't won a race this season yet in the Snickers Cup Series. He'd love to be able to do that here, open up an even wider points lead. Green flag back out on lap 28 of 40. Will we finish this race under green, or will these cautions keep flying out by the dozen? Jake Rogers now moving to the inside of Noel Stiller. I've noticed Noel Stiller doesn't seem to be as good on the restarts. He's better as the laps seem to go on. And here we go. Kenny McCurry looking for win number 1 this season. He moves to the inside line of Ralph Green. Jake Rogers, though, all over the back bumper of him. And Rogers is going to move to the inside line. Look at that move he put on the 09. And he's going to try and move to the front along with Noel Stiller. Trent Whitney up there as well. Oh, I thought I heard somebody hit the wall. Is the caution out? Oh, there goes Noel Stiller getting turned around there. He saves it, though. Good save by Stiller. No caution. No caution waving. And I don't know who I heard scrape the wall. May have been Matthew Rodriguez. But somebody did get a piece of the wall. Nonetheless, Jake Rogers leads the way with about 11 laps to go. Noel Stiller there in second. Diego Brace en route to maybe his best career finish as he runs there in third. Anthony McCurry now up into fourth. And Kenny McCurry, our points leader, has kind of slidden from view. He may have been the one that got in the wall. I didn't know. I don't know. I do know I heard a car scrape the wall, though. But the caution did not come out, however. Jake Rogers now, he's going to be put under fire by Noel Stiller. Stiller is in the top 10 in standings right now. Rogers is not. Rogers isn't even in the top 35. And Jake Rogers, he's got about 2 car lengths over Noel Stiller, who now has fallen into the clutches of Diego Brace. That's the battle for second. Let's follow that. It's a good battle heating up there between a Chevy and a Ford. Anthony McCurry suddenly starting to move his way up here. Ralph Green is up now up into the 5th position. Things pretty much single file. Jonathan Morris, he's up in 6th, and Patrick Murphy, who comes in that critical 10th position, running up there right now in the 7th position. Good run for that Taco Bell Ford. That's exactly what he needed to do here today. Make sure that he did not finish poorly, or else he may end his chances to get into the chase this season. Ooh, Diego Brace, woo. Boy, he didn't have that wide a hole before, but now he makes a pretty wide hole to get to the inside of Noel Stiller, and that's the battle on for the 2nd position. And it goes to Diego Brace. Now Anthony McCurry going to try and slide by and take 3rd. Jonathan Morris, as we mentioned, up there in 6th position. He's down there at the inside line, maybe thinking about making a move on somebody. He's going to make it on Ralph Green. Good battling back here from about 3rd on back. McCurry, Stiller, Morris, Ralph Green. Best racing on the racetrack right now. As Anthony McCurry will slide into 3rd. Jonathan Morris will now take the 4th position. Is caution out? No caution. Jake Rogers, though, he's not had a challenge since a few laps ago when Noel Stiller started to get up on his back bumper. But now the new player may be Diego Brace in the 99. Hey, you remember when Michael Harvey, near the beginning of the race, ended up making an amazing save, getting past a wreck? Well, it's paid off. There's Harvey right there, currently running in the 9th position. This time he's going to cross in still the 9th position, it looks like. Trent Whitney there in 10th, but Harvey, that's a good run for this number 45 team right at the moment. And we've got 5 laps to go, folks. 4 when they hit the stripe. Now it's Jake Rogers, Diego Brace, 2 drivers who are go or go homers trying to battle it out for the win here at Lowe's. Remember, if you win, if you have the most wins this season, you could get into spots 11 or 12, and I think that's what's on the minds of both these drivers, because regardless of where they are in the standings, if they have the most wins this season, they're going to get into the chase. And Jonathan Morris now moves by Anthony McCurry for the 3rd position. A lot of players we have not normally seen up here at the front, duking it out for the win here at Lowe's. Hitting the stripe with 3 laps to go is Jake Rogers, but he's only got about a half car length advantage over Diego Brace, sporting those Kellogg's and Cheez-It paint scheme for Roush Fenway Racing. The Toyota, Tire Kingdom Toyota of Jonathan Morris suddenly coming into the picture here. But it's all going on behind Jake Rogers, who when he comes out of this turn and hits the stripe, he'll get the signal of 2 laps to go as he holds about a 2.5 car length advantage over Diego Brace. Is Brace just waiting to mount a charge, or has he fallen off and is not able to catch up to Rogers? Meanwhile, there is a car ahead of them. That is Matthew Rodriguez. Slow race car. Can they all get by him? We're going to find out. Down to the inside they all go. They're going to bypass Matthew Rodriguez. A very veteran move there by Matthew to let everybody on by. White flag is displayed. 1 lap to go. Jake Rogers leads the way. Diego Brace is in 2nd. 3rd is Jonathan Morris. Anthony McCurry now in 4th. Looks like it's going to be settled between these 4 drivers as Ralph Green, Kenny McCurry, and Noel Stiller are just a little too late. Diego Brace, can he close in on the back bumper of the 5-hour Energy Toyota? Number 77, no he cannot. Jake Rogers off turn 4 will pick up career win number 1 as he wins here at Lowe's. A go or go homer shows us how it's done. Jake Rogers makes the field here today and takes the win here at Lowe's. Diego Brace gave it quite a run there in that 99, but just a little short as he goes by, offering congratulations to Jake Rogers. Let's show you the finishing order, and thanks for watching. We're heading next over to Michigan for race number 12. You've been watching the production of the NNSCRA, now merged with the NCG MRS.